So, hello everyone. Hello, dear English language educators. We are happy to see you in our today's online session. So, a lot of teachers were asking about the TESOL Convention, how to apply for the annual TESOL Convention. And so, today we decided to have a special presentation for you. So, and our experienced teachers who participated twice in TESOL Convention and presented their workshops there and poster sessions will be delivering their session today. These are Chinara Jayembekova and Anara Tajibaeva. So welcome, dear trainers, and you can start your session.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, dear colleagues, once more. I'm very glad to see you here. Yes, as Mirgul has mentioned, there were many colleagues who are asking to share our experience, and we are very happy to do it today. First of all, I would like to congratulate you on the saint month Ramadan. Happy Ramadan, and my congratulations on the upcoming Ramadan Eid holiday. Wish you all the best. So every word I'm talking here, will be speaking to you, will be on behalf of two of us, of my colleague, co-presenter at TESOL Convention, Anara Tajibaeva. She will be joining us. She has already joined, just she will be speaking with her video off due to her health issues. But she's here. Once again, I would like to thank you for your commitment and being together with us. Thank you to our KG TESOL English Language Association for their support. And of course, everything, all our visits to the US, definitely to present at TESOL Convention wouldn't have happened without the US Embassy in Bishkek, without their support, because we, the presenters from Kyrgyzstan, in the years of 2022 and 2023, were given the opportunity to participate in the TESOL Convention due to the US Embassy support, because we were given the chance to attend the two phases of courses, how to write effective proposals to the conferences and how to give presentations at those conferences. So it was last year. This year we could also had a great opportunity to give our presentations, but this year we gave the presentations together. So we, our team, so expanded, we can say. If last year we gave presentations, two of us, together with Anara Tajibaeva, today we had the third co-presenter, Gulbachin Ergesheva, also a KG TESOL member, a board member, and KG TESOL trainer or state university instructor. So yes, now let's start.
Sorry for interrupting. Yeah, this is great that the team is expanding. And next year, the TESOL Convention is going to be held in Tampa, Florida. Yes. And hopefully we'll have more participants, more presenters. And today's session is devoted to all future presenters.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're right. Yes. We do believe that the number of presenters from our country will be more at the international arena, because we have very many devoted teachers who will be the people who can present their experience in the international conferences. And the purpose of this meeting is only this, so to be together, to present together in the international conferences, definitely at TESOL Convention 2024, which will take place in Florida in Tampa. So with this with this motto, let us start. So what is TESOL Convention? TESOL Convention is the home, it is the professional home of English language teachers all over the world. Thousands of teachers gather at TESOL conference, which takes place in different states of the US annually. So, there, the teachers of elementary school, of adult learners, so generally educational practitioners all over the world gather there to share their expertise in the field of education, particularly in the field of teaching English. Usually thousands of teachers share, thousands of lectures, presentations take place in TESOL Convention. So the things we are going to present today together with Anara Tajibaeva are how to write successful proposals to in order to be selected to the TESOL Convention. Anara, would you like to add something?
No, it's not easy.
All right, okay. So if you want to add, please, you are welcome to jump in. You know that I can miss something. So let me make my screen bigger. So the first presentation will start with choosing a topic for your proposal. So the target conferences are TESOL. TESOL, you know that it means teaching English to speakers of other languages. This is the TESOL conference we have been participating. TESOL. Another conference, it is the International Association of Teachers of English as a Foreign Language. And the third acronym is American Association of Applied Linguistics. So why do you see here these three acronyms? Because the proposals, the ways of writing proposals and those kinds of proposals can be applied to these three conferences. So why is the topic of your presentation important? You know that always the topic is the most important thing, because looking at your topic, the reviewers can select. So your topic must be important because you need to have the intention of making a contribution to the field, or making a contribution to the field of English language learning, English language teaching. And we should always keep in our minds that major international conferences are very competitive. Also, we offer, so no, not we, but the TESOL Convention, also we are offered 1,000 concurrent sessions over the 4 days of the convention. This number typically represents only 20-25% of the proposals we receive. Unfortunately, the realities of time and space do not allow for the acceptance of every outstanding proposal. So you know that this is the huge international conference, and almost every proposal can be outstanding, but only 25% of them can be selected. So that's why the proposal must be super, so that to have the chance to be selected. So what the committee considers when selecting proposals. There is the definite committee which selects the proposals. So the first thing to be noted is the quality. The quality of the proposal is reflected in blind rating scores from trained reviewers using the rubric. So there is the special rubric which will also be shared. The range of topics within the ELT profession. So of course, if we are applying to participate in the teaching of English area, then of course our topics must be from the same field. The relevance of topic to convention attendees. So you should know that the attendees of the conference are educators, teachers of English language, teachers of English language of all levels, starting from nursing school till the adult learners. This must be in our consideration. So another thing to be considered is the number of presentations on the same or similar topic. We should keep in our minds that they pay attention to the number of presentations on the same or similar topics. Balanced strand coverage. So there are several strands. Those are called in our conferences like секции. So the number of selected topics for those strands should be in balance. So it means that even if you will have written the exceptional proposal, but the number of those kinds of proposals is limited, then there is no chance. The presenter's level of expertise is evidenced in the proposals. Yes, so here you see that the international conference, yeah, its level is huge. Good afternoon, Jill. You are welcome. I'm glad to see you. The presenter's level of expertise evidenced in the proposal. Your proposal must contain that you really experience it and would like to share the thing that you have been approbated and you're an expert in this area. So how can I prove it? Together with Anara Tajibayeva last year, we submitted our proposal on using sustainable development issues in teaching English language classes. So it means that if we are not very good experts, but we experience it using sustainable development topics in teaching English. And we provided this topic in the form of a workshop in the last year conference. So it means that you should choose the topic for your proposal where you are the expert and where you can really share something important to the international attendees. So the professional and geographic distribution of presenters, it is also will be considered. As for geographic distribution, you know that if 2 last years there were fewer people who submitted their proposals, today and this year we will have the bigger number. There will be maybe hundreds of applicants from our country, because we are glad to share this experience, and we think that all the people who are attending, whom we are sharing this topic, will apply and will submit their proposals. So a big competition is awaiting for us. That's really good. So, topic choice. When choosing a topic, you need keep in your mind that important things must be considered. So, how your topic will be evaluated? About its currency. You know, currency, we say that it is actuality. Although it is not actuality, but we say currency, yeah? How the topic can be актуальный. So time allotment, your interests and experience should be considered when choosing the topic. So in terms of topic, how will your abstract be evaluated? So this is the main thing, yeah? Because if our proposal will be evaluated very well, then of course our proposal will be selected and we will have a chance to participate in that grand conference. So here you can see the example of the raters rubric. For example, the proposal, you can have the high score, which is 4, if your proposal addresses a groundbreaking or cutting-edge topic in TESOL. 3 scores if the proposal addresses an important topic in TESOL. So important topic is not enough, yeah? It must be something groundbreaking or cutting-edge topic. And 2 scores will be given to the proposal which addresses only some importance of interest. And the proposal does not address a topic of interest to TESOL professionals, then it scores only 1 point. So this is the example of the raters rubric. So about the currency of your proposal, we always need to consider about the currency of our topic. How current is it? Because all dated topics, of course, won't arouse any interest. Then we should keep in our minds that it must be innovative and answer the question if your topic adds to an academic conversation. Okay, so now how do I know if my topic is current? You can take a picture of these sources. So sharing experience, sharing the things that you do every day is not enough. We must do a lot of reading in the area that we are going to present. It doesn't mean that if we taught Introduction to Sustainable Development elective course at our university and we have become very experienced, it is too little, because a lot of reading except our practice must be done to write a proposal. So in order to know if your topic is current or not, you can read the programs of recent conferences. The programs of recent conferences can be found very easily if you just Google TESOL Convention 2022, TESOL Convention 2023, like this, and you will be easily get informed about the programs, about the topics which were considered in the previous conferences. One more thing to know is using the resources in your proposals. So the resources, let me turn off the microphone. The resources that you are using in your proposals must not be too old. Sorry. They must be published within the last 10 years. It will be better if they are quite new and published in the last 5 years. Think about the potential topics relevancy in today's world. So not all good topics have been addressed. So we need to do a good research so that to find some very groundbreaking topic for our proposal. Do you have any questions about topic choice? If not, then let us continue. So, topic saturation. Topic saturation. Do you have any ideas what is saturation? The word saturation was very popular during pandemic. So we were checking our blood saturation. Насыщенность. So it means that the topic that we will choose shouldn't be oversaturated. It means that it shouldn't be very popular. For example, the topics as you see here, look please here, examples. Pandemic pedagogy, communicative language teaching, collaborative learning. So these topics are being very popular last years, and these topics mean to be saturated. They are very well researched. So it means that not every audience will be interested in these topics. So you see that many previous writers, researchers, and academics have covered it. So if these topics have already been covered a lot, then we need to find something innovative. So what to choose, a saturated or common topic? So if you have a topic that has already received a lot of attention, you need to approach it from a new or different angle. So you see, colleagues, it doesn't mean that although here the examples of pandemic pedagogy, communicative language teaching, and collaborative learning given as saturated topics, so you can still suggest these topics, but from different angles, from different perspectives. Because you know that Communicative approach, although it is considered to be the saturated topic, it is not well implemented in our context. Although we are being taught, and we as trainers sharing our experience with some school teachers or rural area teachers, it is becoming quite difficult to them to use only communicative approach in their instruction. So that's why, if you have the ideas to present communicative methodology from different angles, from something new, then you are welcome. Why not? Why not to suggest that saturated topic of communicative methodology? So you see that you can find the ways out if you consider that your topic will be of great interest. Another thing to know is to look for the gap. You know that the gap is what is missing or hasn't been covered yet. Although TESOL Convention is their practical conference, the practitioners, the educational practitioners share their expertise in the international conference. This practice always needs to be based on research, on surveys, on practice. And for example, in the scientific area, the researches are done if there is the gap. The same here. There must be some gap filled in teaching English. So how can you find the gap? Again, dear colleagues, we need to do very much reading. We need to read recent and current articles. For example, the previous year, we, together with another presented, gave presentations on 3 topics. One topic was on incorporating sustainable development issues into teaching English language classroom. It was the workshop. Another presentation was about using Humans of New York Journal in teaching English. Humans of New York Journal in teaching English. And another was the presentation about empowering rural area teachers in our country. It was about the ways how we are attempting to empower rural area teachers with the help of our association, KG TESOL. And this year, we presented again 2 presentations, one poster presentation and one presentation. The presentation was about translanguaging, using translanguaging in the English classroom. So it was and a lot of readings on translanguaging have been looked through. And we could use the works of other authors on this topic, and of course applied our own experience of translanguaging in the presentation. Look at recent conference programs, as it was told, and think about what is missing or not covered. So this is the main thing. Because it should be something new. That's why we should think about what is missing or not covered, and what can you suggest to not only the regional teachers, but to international teachers. It must be useful to the bigger number of attendees of the conference. So your topic should fit the presentation type. There are several types of presentations. So again, here you can see the rubric. I will share the rubric after the presentation in the groups. So the session type is clearly appropriate. For example, you need to choose the proper session type, either workshop or presentation, panel or dialogue, like this. So these are the session types. So now, dear colleagues, of course, I know that each of us is intending to submit, to write proposals to the conference, and you can start thinking right now. I think that you have already some idea which topic can be recommended to your proposal. Now, please think over what type of session would you like to suggest in the TESOL Convention 2024. So it can be a teaching tip, a workshop, a poster, a presentation, panel, or dialogue.
Chinarji, I'm sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
Can you tell about the length of each type of the sessions?
Yes. Will you tell it, or
Okay.
or I can?
Yeah,
Yes.
usually teaching tips. Yeah, usually teaching tips are for 15 minutes. Workshops are for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Poster session lasts for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Presentation, there are two types of presentations. One is for 30 minutes and another one is for 45 minutes. Panel discussion is usually done together with other people, and it lasts for 30 minutes. And dialogue, I'm not sure about this type. Chinarji, do you have any information about dialogue?
Dialogue's time is 45 minutes. So dialogues are peer-to-peer facilitated sessions. Peer-to-peer facilitated sessions, there can be 1 or 2 presenters. So here, if you are going to submit the dialogue, then proposals should include an overview of the issue, sample discussions, and clear indication of audience involvement. As for workshops, so by the way, the workshops can be prepared by 6 people, from 1 up to 6 people. It must be a structured, hands-on professional development activity, tackling an issue or developing a specific teaching or research technique. Proposals should include session goals, a synopsis of the theoretical framework, and a description of workshop tasks and procedures. The workshop should also provide interactive activities in which participants share information, participate in simulations, and create materials and action plans. So, as for poster sessions, there can be 2 presenters. It is a summary of academically sound, scholarly, or creative project presented in a visually engaging format. So this year, the poster presentation about the ways of establishing TESOL groups was presented. This presentation was done by 3 of us, by Anara, Gulbarchin, and me. It was a poster presentation. So then presentation can be given by 4 people, from 1 up to 4 people. So these are engaging oral presentations which give presenters a chance to share their ideas, experiences, and perspectives gleaned from their research, practice, or policy background. They may provide the audience with opportunities for participation and engagement.
Okay, can you give your diaries?
Nuraim, can you please turn off your microphone? Thank you. Otherwise, I started looking for my diaries. So then, panel sessions. Panel sessions can be given by 3, 4, 5, 6 people. So there can be from 3 up to 6 people presenting panel sessions. So this is a multiple short presentations on and discussion of a current English language teaching issue, focusing on practice, research, and advocacy. Proposals should include a synopsis of the issue and a plan for each presentation without listing presenters' names. Panel members should be recruited prior to proposal submission. So, yeah, so these are the types. If you have questions, you are welcome to ask. All right, okay. So then let us continue. About time allotment. How you divide the time, yeah? Make sure the presentation you are proposing can fit in the time allotment. So it means that you can manage your time very well. If your workshop should last 1 hour and 45 minutes, then you should prepare the material for 1 hour and 45 minutes, and everything, every that material which is going to be used in your workshop should be reflected in your proposal. So here you can see the examples. So in this workshop, the presenter will go over the history of music in composition, provide an analysis of what makes music a useful medium for helping students understand the composing process. This is one. And offer practical suggestions for helping students create compositions blended with musical scores. So these are the 2 things which are going to be done in the workshop. Example B, in this workshop, the presenter suggests there is a significant link between written composition and music and offers tangible suggestions for incorporating music in the composition classroom to improve student writing. So, abstracts. Your interest and experience. Choose a topic that relates to your interest and experience, of course, yeah? What if the topic is current in my location, but not internationally? There can be some topics which can be very paramount in the region, but not very interesting in the international area. For example, last year I chose the topic of lack of male teachers, lack of male English language teachers in our country. And the purpose was to show that to do the research, why do we lack the male teachers? Because the male teachers can make the better impact to the young generation, and they would be the better educators. So, but you know that later, after I consulted with our English language fellows and specialists, Jill Tyson and Heidi De Mello, they told that this topic can be interesting only in our context, and this topic is the problem only in Central Asian countries, but in the other parts of the world, so there is the big number of male teachers. That's why this topic was not considered. So that's why we should think over making our topic interesting throughout the world and in our region as well. So now, could you please share what topics do you have in mind for your proposal? Now, colleagues, if you have any ideas, if you have any topics in your minds, you're welcome to share.
No idea. After your session, maybe.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
After the session,
Thank you.
maybe.
Yeah, Çınarıcı, Gülruh is not here, but she was thinking about the topic about teaching madrasa students. And she's at work now. I think she would ask this question from you. She's going to
Yes.
read about it.
Yes. Yes, Mirgul, I think that this topic will be also
No,
interesting.
this is not
Teaching
H.
madrasa schools. Now, I suggest this topic to be research-based. If Gülruh provides her proposal as a research-based proposal, then I think that it will succeed. Yeah, and she's choosing a kind of very original area of interest, area of teaching, yeah, because madrasa school, madrasa students can be a bit different from simple students, yeah, from school children or other students. Okay. So, all right. So you will think over your topics and discuss later. Then, how much research have you done on your topic so far? Do you need to know more? What do you need to know? So these questions need to be answered after you choose the topic. What session types are you interested in? Okay, dear colleagues, could you please share, if you present in Tampa, what session type would you present? Aynura,
Yes.
what do you think? Which session type would you like to attend?
Poster, I think it's good for us.
Poster.
For the workshop, yes. Workshop, if from 1 to 6, it's too many people, I think.
Okay.
Also
All right.
presentations.
Yeah. All right. Okay, good luck. So either poster session or workshop will be presented by Aynura. What concerns do you have? You are welcome.
Can I?
Yes,
About so you mentioned that for example, workshop can be run by 6 participants, right? And if our topic is chosen for the conference, is it possible that all 6 participants will be invited to the USA? I think not. So maybe they will choose 2 or 1 person from the whole group. So how it happens?
No, Tatiana Ilarionovna, if you have 6 members and if the workshop presentation was prepared by 6 teachers and if your workshop will have been selected, then all 6 teachers will be invited. But
that's great. I liked it.
But the question will be just in financial support. If all those 6 teachers can afford visiting the US, this will be the question. If all those 6 people get visas, this will be the question. Okay, any other questions, colleagues?
Çınarıcı, Jill is asking about the deadline, if you mentioned it or not, for writing proposals.
Yes, we will talk about it at the end. But anyway, we need to speak about the important things and repeat about them. You can start submitting your proposals right today, if you are ready. If you are not ready, then you can do it till June 1st. June 1st. By June 1st, your proposals must be submitted.
Çınarcı, I have a question.
Okay. Yes.
If June 1st, 2023, the application I didn't open. That's why I don't know any information about this TESOL application. Should
No,
we
I will
begin
send.
start today? Should we start today, or we have finished everything then in one day complete the whole?
You need first do your big preparation. You need to find your topic, the practice that you are going to share, the activities. Maybe you have the research which you would like to share. Then, having gathered all necessary information, only after it you should sit down and apply. You can have time till June 1st.
Chinarje, hello. I have question.
Yes. Yes.
Chinarje, can we just submit our proposals for different sessions? For example, for presentation and for panel discussion or something else?
Do you mean different proposals to different strands?
Yes.
Yes, of course. If you have different proposals, then you can submit to different strands, but not one proposal to different strands.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Chinarje,
Yes.
concerning the previous question, if people have problems with getting visa or with financial support, they can participate in the virtual convention as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, now let us continue then, colleagues. So together with Anara, we prepared 2 presentations, but we haven't finished with the first one yet. All right. No more questions, colleagues? If no questions, we can move to another presentation.
You can move.
All right. Okay. First, before moving to another presentation, let us share the link to submit to the conference. So I will send it to chat box. So this is the link. Call for proposals, TESOL Convention 2023. No, 2024. Here I wrote wrong. So colleagues, it is not it is my mistake to add 2023. This is 2024. So you know that TESOL Convention 2023 took place in the state of Oregon, city of Portland. The next conference, TESOL Convention, is going to happen in Florida, in Tampa. Okay, so if you got the TESOL Convention link, now we can continue. Colleagues, if you have questions, you can stop me and ask the questions. So now about writing successful session proposals. Yeah, this is the thing that we must be very good at, so that to have the chance to be selected for TESOL Convention 2024. So here I'm using the materials which were provided by the US Embassy in Bishkek in 2022. Again, let me repeat, due to the US Embassy in Bishkek and Regional English Language Officer, we got this great opportunity to learn to write proposals to the international conferences, and it turned out to be beneficial officially, and we could have a chance, the second chance to visit the USA and to present our presentations. So, and I would like to mention here our trainer, Anaraya, because yes, the support of our association, KG TESOL Association, US Embassy, Regional English Language Office is huge. But another trainer, one more person, contributed to us really a lot. That is our trainer, Jimali Sowell, the best trainer who we met this year too, and just planned to meet with her at the next conference as well. Jimali Sowell. Okay, how to write successful session proposals. We need to consider about useful information while making submission, choosing context, settings, focus, and strands, session types, essential proposal components, writing the abstract and session description, TESOL approved acronyms and abbreviations. So, what useful information while making submissions should be taken into consideration? Of course, it is title, yeah, as we have considered, that is the topic. Checklist for proposal rubric. So we will consider rubric as well, and we will share that rubric in the groups also. And factors disqualifying proposals. You know that proposals can be disqualified also according to some reasons. So now please, colleagues, pay attention. Title requirements. Keep your title to 10 words maximum. So you see that these proposals can be submitted to 3 conferences, yeah? As we have mentioned before, TESOL Conference, TESOL Convention, Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, International Association of English Language Teachers as Foreign Language Teachers, and American Association of Applied Linguistics Conference. So that's why these proposals can be submitted to 3 conferences, to participate in 3 conferences. Don't use question marks or exclamation marks in the title. The first letter of verbs, nouns, adjectives, adverbs, and pronouns must be capitalized. Lowercase must be used for conjunctions, articles, and prepositions of fewer than 4 letters. This is about title. Then, about rubric. Checklist for proposal rubric. So, does your... Yes.
I'm sorry. This rubric is available on the TESOL site. They you can download it, I think.
Yes. Particularly, dear colleagues, almost every information is available in TESOL site. So you can go to their site and find the necessary information. So does your proposal highlight importance and appropriateness of topic to the audience? We have talked about it in the previous presentation. Does your proposal address a topic of current interest in TESOL? Again, your topic must be current. We talked about currency. Does your proposal make reference to current pedagogy, research, or theory in TESOL? So you need to choose either practice-based or research-based or theory-based proposal. Does your proposal indicate a coherent description of the session content and plan? Did you clearly identify the objectives and outcomes for participants in intended educational settings? Does your proposal indicate appropriate length, content, and delivery methods for your session? So in the application, you will be able to see the number of words which will be allowed for a definite area. Is it a well-written proposal in terms of overall clarity? Is your proposal free of typographical, grammatical, or other type of errors? So factors disqualifying proposals. A proposal will be disqualified if it is submitted after 5 p.m. June 1st. So now we are using the presentations which were given to us in 2022. So this year, not June 10, it is June 1st. It is disqualified if it is incomplete or does not follow the instructions in this call for proposals. If it includes identifying information for the presenters, such as names and institutions in the title, abstract, or description. So, dear colleagues, in our context, in our country, we can usually freely write that we are sharing about our experience, which was done at Osh State University, or at Alato International University. But this kind of identification should be avoided. No identifying information in the presentations. I mean in the proposals. In the presentations you can share, but not in the proposals. If it promotes commercial interest, then it fails. If it is submitted to multiple strands, so Gulistan first asked, yeah, if you have several different presentations, then yes, you are welcome. But if the same presentation proposal can be submitted to different strands, it will be disqualified. And of course, if it is plagiarized, nothing must be plagiarized. So nothing must be plagiarized. Everything must be unique, your own. Now choose your strand, context, setting, and focus. So when submitting, you will see in the application these sections, like a context section, a setting section, focus section, and strand section. So, and you should choose here who will be your context, or who will be the context of your presentation. For example, our context, Anara, which was our context this year?
English as a second language and English as a foreign language.
Yes. Our presentation was intended to be presented to our colleagues from this context. Our setting is
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was adult education.
Adult education, yeah. Because we are university teachers, that's why we focus it on adult education, using translation in the English language classroom.
Yeah, but we have here colleagues from schools as well. In their case, they can choose primary schools, secondary schools, different settings.
Yeah, this one. Then focus. Proposal must be practice or pedagogy-oriented session, research-oriented session, conceptual-oriented session, policy-oriented session. So definitely, yes.
Yeah, descriptions of these focuses are given in the site again. They can, read themselves, I think.
Yes, you need to do a lot of reading. In the strands, these are so-called sections, as we call them. For example, our strands for presenting using translanguaging in the English classroom was
Last year, mine was culture and intercultural communication.
Yeah.
And this year, I think it was...
teacher education. Yeah.
I think it was listening, speaking, and pronunciation.
And teacher
Something.
education as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should be very careful while choosing strands.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, choose your session type. You know which session types they have, yeah? So these are the session types. You know about them? Okay, so we have already talked about the time limit of these session types and the presenters, the number of presenters, you know. So writing the abstract and session description. If not now, yeah, if not now, later you should consider what to include in your abstract and session description. Territory. Do you have any ideas what is the territory in the proposal? Okay, colleagues. So territory establishes the situation in which activity is placed or physically located. So territory is the area where we are working. So which practice we are going to share about. So here you can see the examples. Encouraging reflective teaching has become a widespread practice in L2 teacher education. So reflective teaching encouraging becomes widespread practice in L2 teacher education. So this is the territory. This territory is given in the first sentence. It is the introductory sentence. So then you need to write about, you need to include reporting previous research. As it was mentioned, the big research should be done on your topic. For example, when preparing the proposal about translanguaging, we have read several literature and chose. So this is the most the difficult part of writing proposal. Because it takes much time, and it takes more time to find which statement or which sentence can be included in our proposal. So you should refer to the source which supports your idea. This is reporting previous research. So and you use APA style of giving a reference. You need to revise APA style for it as well. Then gap in the research. Yes, as it was told, interesting and groundbreaking topic, and gap in the research. Indicate there is a lack of knowledge or problem in the field of study. Yeah, something is missing, something is problem. That's why you are presenting this topic. So you should show this, you should display the vivid presentation of gap in your research. And explain this motivated, this study. You should explain it. So please pay attention to the examples. You need to read as many proposals as it is possible so that to write effective proposal. So while largely studied among L2 teachers, language awareness has rarely been examined among educators of multilingual youth who are not themselves L2 specialists. Yet many academic preparation programs often follow a traditional grammar syllabus, which may not make explicit to students the way in which particular lexicogrammatical structures are used in academic writing to achieve specific purposes. So please pay attention to the highlighted language. So, and later we will share with the one full proposal so that you could have the a good idea of the successful proposal. So after writing your territory RPR gap, you need to write your goal. You need to write your goal. So the goal of your session and how you will achieve that goal in the session. So goal contains two means. Means one is about methods to achieve your goal. So in your proposal, you must say how you are going to achieve your goal, which methods you are going to use to achieve your goal, and how you will organize the talk or session to achieve your goal. So you need to create the explicit picture of your presentation. So the reviewer should have a look and have the vision of your presentation. Means one, methods to achieve your goal. Explain how you will achieve your goal. Indicate research methods, procedures, plans of action, and tasks leading to the goal. For example, in the project, classes met once a week with the majority of instruction and classwork delivered in an online format. So you are describing your experience. So this cross-sectional study was designed to explore the reflective practices of pre-service teachers. Their number is 10, registered in 2 mandatory 7-week courses. So you see that all these things have already been implemented. And now in the proposal, you are just describing what has been done. Methods to structure your sessions means two. How is the talk include the methods and procedures which structure the actual presentation. For example, so again, create the vision, the real vision to the reviewer. This colloquium focuses on the sequences of classroom tasks that recycle vocabulary to promote word retrieval and continued independent vocabulary acquisition. Or this presentation will briefly review research on academic literacies of multilingual writers and report on the main findings of a multiple case study with international generation and native speaking students. So this is about structuring your session. Then you should combine components in your session description. So now let us show the full version of proposal. So after this description, the outcomes follow. So outcomes are very important because everybody needs to see what he will get from this or that presentation. Yeah, you know that when we attend someone's session, so we want something. So, and it must be also clear. Describe anticipated results, findings, or achievements of the study. Results indicate that by the end of the course, so some acronym are actually able to imagine themselves as language to professionals. Or this study contributes to the field in the different ways. First, it provides evidence that. Second, it describes that strategies. Or, for example, in the outcomes which we gave last year when giving the workshop about incorporating sustainable development issues into English language teaching, At the end, we wrote that our participant, by the end of the workshop, will be able to incorporate the sustainable development issue activities in their English language classes. They will get the handouts with those activities, so on and so on. You see that it is very simple. So what they will get, but this simple thing is done just by some sophisticated ways. So the outcomes can be theory-based. We need to show the attendee benefits. And this is the summary of proposal components. Now I will show in the screen the proposal example. You can look through, and meanwhile you can be asking questions. Okay. So after your proposal is ready, after you will have followed all the requirements of proposal writing of a TESOL conference, you need some time to reflect on your proposal or proposals. Did I show that I was knowledgeable? So, you know, again, you must be super knowledgeable on the presentation that you are going to give in the international arena in America. Did I report some previous work? So you must use referencing. You must referencing to the previous literature connected to your ideas. Did I explain step by step what I want to discuss? So this is the thing that we have considered just now. It is about territory, RPR, gap, means, outcomes, and benefits. Did I explicitly present the outcomes and findings? Did I show how my idea is relevant to a larger audience? So after having answered all these questions, asking some more academic people to review your proposal, you will be ready to submit to a conference and wait for good news to participate or about being selected and participate in the upcoming TESOL 2024 conference. So now, Anara, do you have anything to add while I'm finding the proposal example?
I think everything was covered, Chinarji.
Mm-hmm. Not this, just a second. Colleagues, you can start asking questions.
Chinarji, can you have your presentation?
Yes, of course, of course.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, then if you have some questions, welcome to ask. Chinarji, is that all, or do you want to show something else?
I wanted to share the proposal example. Proposal example. So that's why I put it here. I prepared it beforehand, but you see. So you can ask questions, colleagues, if you have. We have 10 more minutes.
So those who are asking questions are not attending today's session because of their work, yes. I think they will be asking later.
Okay,
Do you want to ask something?
Yes, I want to ask. How much time did you spend to write the proposals for previous TESOL conventions?
It is time taking. I think average is maybe 2-3 weeks. Anara, what do you think?
Yes, first of all, it's very difficult to connect it with what we are doing now. And then we spend much time on readings because we have to read and find information to, as you said, to become experts.
Yeah, well, not expert, but trying to be on this way.
Knowledgeable in this sphere. And then writing itself also takes much time because we have to keep all this structure.
But this is a really good experience. So I'm telling now 2 or 3 weeks for this year's presentations. But last year we have been working on getting some knowledge 8 months. First 4 months were devoted to how to write proposals, and another 4 months were devoted to how to present those proposals.
Yes.
Okay, can you see now my screen? Sample conference proposals?
Yes, we see.
So you see here, dear colleagues, the topic of it is an exploration of EFL teachers' experience with learning disability training. 10 words of UE, yeah, you see. So the capital letters, only pronoun here is with a small letter. The other words are written in a capital letter. So session description. So here, first of all, you need to mention territory. Report the previous source. You should refer to that source. Use APA style. Then here where is the gap? Here must be gap. Well, here, yeah, gap. However, to date, gap. Then you describe your goal. So in the goals, you have 2 means, why and how. Then you describe outcomes, benefits. So means can be included in the concluding part as well. So you see 300 words of UE. This is the session description. This is the proposal. Okay, colleagues, do you have any questions? All right. So this session was our attempt of KG TESOL English Language Teachers Association, and the attempt of trainers of KG TESOL, the attempt of presenters of TESOL Convention, Anara, Gulbarchin, and me. And we do hope that this session will be beneficial for you, will be very useful, if not this year, but the next year. But we would like to see you in the conference presenting about your expertise in the international arena together with us.
So thank you, dear Shnarije, Anara, for such an informative session. It's nice that all the information is on the TESOL website, and so we can find there as well, yes, all the needed information. So best of luck to all of our participants, and hope to hear success stories from you as well. Thank you. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mirgul, for organizing. And that's great that this session is in our YouTube. Yeah.
Yes, it will be recorded.
Also will be.
And we will send the link later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
everyone.
Thank you, Chinara, for presenting. Mirgul.
Mhm.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Bye, everyone.